What's up, everybody? I know I've been away for a little while, but I wanted to come back and update you on some big news. I have been verified on Twitter. That's right. If you go to twitter.com/Rakim Sabri, you will notice that I now have the illustrious blue check next to my name. In this video, I'm going to talk about my journey. I'm going to talk about the things that I've had to have in place in order to accomplish the illustrious blue check and more. Stay tuned. To start, this is not an overnight process. There's no big secret, and no, I did not pay anybody for my verification. In fact, this has been the culmination of probably about 2 years of consistent work over the span of multiple publications and several features in large publications. So if you're not familiar with me, my name is Rakim Sabri. I'm a financial coach, author, and speaker, and I've had the pleasure of writing for several large publications, The Grio, Business Insider, Entrepreneur, Parents, and more. Additionally, I've been featured in some of those same large publications. And the difference really between writing as a contributor or freelancer and a feature is that you're controlling the narrative. So it's your words, it's your thought leadership and expertise being expressed on the page versus somebody taking a quick quote or making mention of work that you've done and kind of like sharing that as a quick commercial, right? So when I go to talk to organizations or show my work with potential clients, I get to say, hey, type my name into Google and check out XYZ article. Usually in those articles, I'm sharing some kind of value that speak to ideas, experiences, and expertise that I've developed over the course of my career. Where some of those features, they feel good, they're nice, they may be collected and compounded with other experts in the space, but it's not me necessarily sharing my thoughts solely on that page. Is there a benefit to both? Absolutely. In fact, one of the criteria that Twitter and the other social media use to determine whether or not you should be verified is the appearance of your name, your likeness, your work in some of these large publications and news outlets. So I think of the news outlets, I've been featured in the New York Post, money.com, Entrepreneur was one of them, Thrive Global is another one, Black Enterprise is another one, and a few others. I can't really think of it. But in addition, I have a TEDx talk, I have two books, I have a Google Knowledge panel, and so there's a lot of things at play that I've kind of built out over the course of the last 2 years. That kind of contributes to what is my notability, if you will, in Twitter's decision to ultimately verify me. Now, it didn't happen automatically. I actually applied, and anybody can apply for verification. I don't believe that there is a follower requirement because I certainly have less than 10,000 followers on Twitter. But there is a notability requirement. And so as I was getting these different press opportunities, features, quotes, and the opportunity to write as a contributor to some of these large publications, I would go in and I would apply. Now, once you apply and they make a decision, you have to wait 30 days. If they decline, to apply again. So basically my process was apply, show proof of who I was and why I felt like I should be verified. And then once I submitted it and waited for their decision, if they said no, I would put an alert in my calendar for 30 days past the date that I got the decline notice, and I would apply again. Like I said, this has been a process that's taken well over a year. Instagram most recently denied me. I applied for Instagram and Twitter verification at the same time. I do imagine, however, though, that next month when I apply again, because I've been verified on Twitter, that Instagram will likely follow suit. So that's another tip that I would just kind of throw out there, and I've done a lot of reading on this topic. It's easier to get verified on Twitter than it is on Instagram and Facebook. And if you do get verified on Twitter, you can use that as leverage to then get verified on Facebook and Instagram. So if there's anybody out there who's looking to get verified, who has any questions, or who is notable because they've been featured in, mentioned in, or contribute to any publications, you may be a candidate for verification. Definitely drop some comments and definitely drop some questions in the comment section of this video. So I'm super excited. What does this mean for me? I really don't know. I don't think that a lot of people talk about the process of getting verified. I certainly haven't seen it show up. I also haven't done a search on it for on YouTube, but that's neither here nor there. But one of the cool features of being verified on Twitter is that a whole new category or tab opens up for you in the notification pane. And that tab is specific to verified accounts. So if somebody who is verified follows me, likes something that I posted, or comments on something that I posted, all of those notifications are aggregated into just the verified tab. So that's pretty cool. One of the biggest accomplishments that I guess it's accomplishment, one of the things that I kind of geeked out about when I got verified was John Cena, the wrestler and actor, followed me back on Twitter. So I was following John Cena, big fan of his. I used to watch WWE growing up. I remember when he first started in the space, and I've watched him grow in his career over the course of several years. And to just see John Cena follow me back on Twitter was super exciting. So again, that goes to the new pane in the notification section that just speaks to verified followers. I imagine, so I'm only about not even a week in, I imagine over the course of time that more and more verified accounts will follow me or follow me back because of that specific pane that just kind of alerts them like, hey, a new verified interaction occurred with your content. And as I'm geeking out about all of this, I do think that this opens up opportunity for me to engage in conversations on a different level, particularly as it relates to financial empowerment, as it relates to entrepreneurship, as it relates to just my experience. And what I've noticed very quickly, and it's a shame that this is the case, but what I've noticed very quickly is that my content gets a lot more engagement now that I'm verified. So if I share a post that was maybe a deep post or a heavy post or something of interest, and it did well before verification, oh, it's doing extra well now that I'm verified. Inversely, if I shared something that didn't get a lot of views or a lot of interaction, if I repost the same piece of content today, there's a chance that it's going to get a lot more engagement than it did previously. So the funny thing about being verified is that when Twitter says, congratulations, you're verified, it also says, with this badge comes great responsibility. They can revoke your verification badge if you act outside of the guidelines expected of you by Twitter. So that's something to keep in mind. And it's non-transferable. So if you have a different account, or you think, oh, I'm gonna go get verified and then sell my verification badge to somebody else and let them take over, Twitter will take it away from you. In terms of entering new spaces with this verification badge, I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of recognition, and like I said, opportunities to continue in this mission. I'm just really enjoying, I guess, the notoriety that comes with all of that hard work that I've put in to get verified. So stay tuned. I appreciate all of you following me, watching, and hopefully I will get back on the 8 ball when it comes to creating content for YouTube. Until next time, guys.